Hi guys! Day 19? Day 18. Day 18. Vulnerable video series. So, today has been awesome so far. We just got home. I got to attend this goddess lounge meeting at the Mind of Light studio. And I don't usually have childcare on weekends, but the universe conspired in my favor so that I'd be able to attend. Yeah, it was pretty awesome because I didn't really think I was gonna be able to go, so I had kind of like, all right, let it go. And then I got a phone call from a friend yesterday that she would be able to watch Noah. One second, 1 second. You know which buttons play? Sorry, mother duties call. So yesterday evening she called and was like, it'd actually be great because she has a daughter and my son has been wanting to play with her daughter and they're like around the same age, and so she's like, yeah, it'd be great. Yeah, bring him by. And I was like, oh, I get to go. And I didn't really know what it was gonna be other than it says Goddess Lounge and learn about goddesses and how we can incorporate the energy of that goddess into yourself and into your life, or like what messages the goddess has to bring. And there's like tons of goddesses, so I didn't know which one they were gonna be working with or anything like that. Whatevs. I dropped Noah off and he's super excited to have his play date with her, and I head over to the studio. And it was my first time meeting the lady that was doing the meeting, and I'd been wanting to attend one of her, I don't know, I was just like called to attend some of her other stuff, but it's always at a time when I just don't have childcare, because that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes as a single parent. But whatevs. So I walk in and like instantly just like connected and felt like I was just hanging with an old friend. And we sit down to discuss, what goddess. And so the goddess that they were, and I keep looking down because the paper is here, goddess Ixchel. Right, so the goddess is goddess Ixchel. And she is like, well, on here it says like the medicine woman. And she's like the Mayan mother goddess. But so the funny part, it wasn't like, not funny like ha ha ha, but like funny like, of course, universe. This picture that is on here, I don't know if you can really make it out. You see that picture right there? Well, when I first started on my journey, when I first started like meditating and exploring being like an infinite being of light and living from the perspective of like I'm a soul having a human experience, when all that started, I had found this picture on the website, on some website, and I printed it out and I was on like a vision board, and that was like maybe, I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, whatever. What is time anyways? But this picture meant so much to me back then because I felt like her. Like I felt like the woman in the picture, with all of it, with the water, with the mountains, with the strength, the like warriorness, and then the lightning bolts in the background, and I just really resonated with that picture. And so she starts telling me about Ixchel and how apparently like Ixchel fell in love with somebody that her grandfather didn't approve of. So the grandfather like shot down lightning bolts and killed the guy that she loved. And through that, going through that process is how she like awakened unto herself and like became the powerful mother goddess that she became. So I was like, that's kind of interesting. You know, because I didn't really like start delving on this path until after the accident, after Gaston died. So like, you know, that resonated with me. And then as she was reading, she was like, they used to call her Lady Rainbow. And like I have all these rainbows tattooed on my stomach, and I just really resonate with rainbow energy, and that's like a big thing in my life, like rainbow. So yeah, there's all these like little synchronicities that just made me feel like, oh, of course I have to be here. Of course the universe made it so that I would be here to like be reminded about who I am and my path and my journey. And yeah, then it just ended up turning into like a private session, just a super empowering private session with this beautiful lady. And it was just awesome because she just really encouraged me, like so many other people have in my life, to like continue doing what I do, even though there's not really like a defined term of what I do. Which is kind of funny because this morning while I was brushing my teeth getting ready to go, I was like, you know, I'm gonna tell people on the video one of these days that like if they ever feel like stuck in their lives, or if they just like feel like they need to process something, you know, hit me up. Like, I'm pretty good at this stuff. And I was like, oh, but that's like crazy of me, because I don't have like a name to call what I do. Like, I don't know, I do a little bit of everything. I've been trained in like all sorts of things, like a little bit of Reiki, light body work, Akashic records. I don't know. I meditate. I've done Vipassana. I've done like a whole slew of things. I've gone to Peru to work with shamans and done ayahuasca. I've done my own rebirthing ceremonies, and I don't know. Yeah, so I was like saying that to myself in my head while I was brushing my teeth, and a big part of this Ixchel is you are a channel for divine healing power, right? And I've been told a lot, like, you know, you're a healer, but I'm so not one to like I just feel like I am the I am. I don't ever like to feel like I am a Reiki master level 3, or I am a psychic, and I do like, I've always had these like blocks against like owning something in that way. But so like on some levels it's like, it's that like that time to just be like, yeah, man, like I'm like super psychic, and I'm like good at energy work, and I'm good at holding space. And like one of the things that like I've committed to wanting to do is like, I want to be like a being you facilitator, right? Like that's I've been working at that like my whole life, is like the being you. And I feel like I'm doing that really well, and I'd like to help people awaken unto themselves so that they know that they're like super awesome, and that they are also divine beings of light that can create infinitely. And you know, like I just feel like it's time for the awakening. Like that's what we're here for, human evolution. Like we need to awaken unto ourselves. So the fact that this is what the meeting was about today, and that then, you know, the facilitator and I were talking about it, and she was like, yeah, that, you know, like that's your thing. What are you waiting for? Like go do it. Like you know what you know, and know that you know it. So what's the holdup? And I'm like, I don't know what the holdup is. And I don't know what the holdup is, right? Like I just really gotta like step into it, I guess, and just own it and be like, yep, I know. It might be a little weird, but I know things, and you know, it, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to go from there. Like, But yeah, it was funny and it was awesome. And I'm like really grateful. I'm just grateful to be alive, really, and to be able to witness myself and my growth. And I would love, and I love when I witness other people coming into their own as well. Like that is, yeah, that's what I want to do. Like I literally feel my heart like boom, boom when I talk about it. Like that's what I want. I want to help people awaken unto themselves. And I'm not like this, like, because, you know, this has been some of my hangups about it. That you meet people and it's like, I will show you the way, or I will heal you. And that's like, no, dude, nobody can do your work for you. That's just how it is. Like, you have to do your own work. But you can have somebody, like, helping you out and, like, being like, oh, well, you might try this, I keep getting this, or, you know, like, have you looked at this, or, you know, things like that. So, like, I don't believe any person can heal another person. I believe healing comes from within you, and you have to do your work. I love being a witness to that, and to seeing people trust themselves more, and, like, really learn to listen to themselves more, and, like, exercise their awareness muscle. It's like everybody's psychic and everybody has awareness. It's kind of like everybody can have a six-pack, right? Like, really, if everybody put in the work, everybody could have a six-pack. Everybody could do anything, really, but you got to put in the work. People just don't want to put in the work. Well, it's the same thing with, like, awakening and, like, being psychic and having, like, superpowers. It's funny because yesterday we were at my friend's house with Noah and the kids are playing, and they came out and they were like, you guys are superheroes too? And we're like, yeah, awesome. And they were, like, handing out superpowers, and Noah goes, Mommy, you have super mind powers. And I was like, yes, I do. Thank you for seeing me, my love. You know, but it's just funny like that. He has super mind powers too. Yeah. So that was my day thus far. And then I went to go pick up Noah, and he had such a good time. But he was so pooped by the time I got there. He was, like, in crank mode. And then he started having, like, some sort of, like, allergic reaction over here. But washed him up and it went away. He's good to go. But now he's, like, watching a movie, Land Before Time. That means it's going to be quiet for a little bit. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And that offer stands. Like, I know I was just telling you about a thought that I had, but serious business. Like, if you ever feel so guided to talk to me or to, I don't know, just kick it, like, I'm all about it. Like, I like to kick it with people. I like talking. I've always liked talking. Yeah, and if there's any way I could assist you on your personal journey, then that's what I'm here for. So, talk to you later. Have a great day.